Hello, welcome back. This is Tsubaki, and I will be teaching you the first grammar, and that will be the dot declarative particle. What do I mean by declarative? Well, we'll see right here. So, the dot declarative particle. This particle is attached to the end of a noun or a not adjective, which we'll learn about later on, and it's basically used to declare that something is so. So, for example, you want to say, this is a cat, or cat. Then you say, neko da, neko da, which means this is a cat, or I declare so that it's a cat. So all you're saying is cat, basically, but you're declaring it. So you're saying neko da, neko da. And this is very important. You'll notice that I'm not going along with the Genki textbook curriculum right now because I don't like the way they structured their first lessons. Anyways, so the dot declarative goes, you attach it to the end of either a noun or a not adjective. And it basically declares whatever you attached it to. So, neko da and hito da, hito da, hito da means person, or it is a person. I declare that it's a person. Hito da. Okay, now notice that I'm using kanji, the Chinese characters, and this is something you'll have to get used to when you learn Japanese, is reading kanji, reading Chinese characters, because Chinese characters are, believe it or not, part of the Japanese language. What a surprise. So yeah, each kanji has a reading. You can see them on the top right here. Here I'm helping you pronounce it. So for example, for this one, neko, I have the pronunciation right on top of it. But usually on the internet, you won't see this pronunciation. You'll obviously only see the Chinese character. So it'll take quite some time to memorize a lot of characters and their readings and their meanings. But you'll actually find that it's not that hard after you start to pick up on the patterns between the kanji. If you just study it a little more and write it, it'll stick in your mind. We'll go over kanji later. I have some tools to help you study kanji. Anyways, so this one is neko da, cat. Cat is neko, and then hito means person. Hito da, it's a person, and then enpitsu means pencil. Enpitsu da, it's a pencil, and then gakkou da, it's a school, and kirei da. Okay, now this is an adjective. This is a not adjective, which is basically an adjective that acts like a noun, but is still technically an adjective, although it could go both ways. It's treated almost exactly like a noun, but it means what it means is like an adjective. So over here, kirei means beautiful, but you can declare it. You say it is beautiful, kirei da. And now here is shizuka. Shizuka means quiet. Shizuka da means it is quiet, it is peaceful. So that's the da particle, the declarative, and it's very important to know this. This is not what you usually learn when you first learn Japanese from textbooks, because the da declarative is not very polite per se. It's not the usual polite speak that you might want to use in businesses, and usually they replace it with a particle that's not really a declarative. It just makes things more polite, and that's this. And you probably heard that a lot, I'm sure. But for now, don't worry about this. and just use da for now. Yeah. So, but if you're in a business setting, well, anyways, that all depends on how polite you want to be. In any case, I feel that learning Da first is much better, much better, because it actually connects with a lot of things in the end, and you have a much easier way of understanding Japanese grammar. So there you go. That's the Da declarative, and it lets you declare things that are so. And now you know how to say that some things are so. Thank you very much, and next lesson we will work on I guess nouns or conjugations of declarative actually. So we'll do that along with nouns. And this is just an introduction to particles, so you get an idea of how Japanese grammar works. Next, we'll learn how to say this is not something, or that was not something, or this was. See you next time.